Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try it for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Al Qasr. Brand Al Qasr is another Middle Eastern brand from United Arab Emirates. It's a subsidiary of perfume companies called My Perfumes. My Perfumes are quite well known. They have quite a few releases that are quite well known, and from this brand in particular I have some My Perfumes as well, which are very good, especially for the price. But from this brand in particular, Al Qasr, I had at least 3 fragrances before, and each time they impressed me, especially for the price. So this is an update for this beauty. Is called Sultan Oud. It is Edel Parfum 100 ml. In the United Kingdom you can find it under £30, although it is not readily available. It's just quite hard to find for some reason, but if you find it, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful. So this one is aimed unisex, and to my nose it is unisex. The only thing is it leans a little bit masculine because of, you know, the ingredients in here, making it a little bit on the gentlemanly, making it a little bit on the manly side, although not by much. It's not as uber masculine. Okay, so let me tell you the performance first. The performance on this is very good. My skin went up to 8 hours easy, actually over 8 hours easy, but I would say just be on the safe side, I would say 8 hours. And in terms of on material, it goes over 10 hours easy. So it is good performer, but it is almost bordering beast mode, but it's not beast mode. In terms of projection, again, you get an arm length of projection for 2 to 3 hours, and then slowly will subside. I put 5 sprays of this, and that was more than enough, ample enough for me to smell it all day. But if you want people to smell you from the other side of the road, then you can go up to 10 of this. Although it's not advisable, it's quite strong, so you have to experiment with it. If you get it, experiment with it, see how much is ample enough for you. This one, oh, okay, so let me read you the ingredients and then we take it from there. The ingredients is quite minimalistic again. So on top we have amber, patchouli and clove. In the mid we have tobacco and citrus. In the base we have spicy notes, sandalwood and oud. Everything it says in here I get in abundant. So this one is first and foremost is very ambery. So it's deep amber, is resinous, is thick, it's it's quite dark. It's not super dark, but it's quite dark. In terms of sweetness, from 0 to 10, 10 being sweet, this is around 6 to 7. So it's quite sweet, but it's not overly sweet. So, but overall it's done very well. Everything in here is very balanced. The only thing is you need to like your woody fragrances, because this is first and foremost very woody. Sandalwood, oud, and to some extent I get cedarwood as well. The oud in here is very palatable, is very soft, is quite warm, but it's not animalic, it's not barnyard, it's none of those. Okay, so it's very safe oud. But overall it's very enjoyable. The things I get in here which is not mentioned in the note breakdown is iris. I get some iris in here, or at least it gives me that iris or orris root feel, because it's powdery and it's soft, and to a little bit of extent you give me that medicinal or clinical feel, which I always get from iris. Iris is one of those notes are very difficult to use in perfumery. I'm a perfumer, I know how difficult that is. It's one of those notes that either you know, in terms of balancing act, either you will cover everything or it will disappear and you don't smell it. So to use iris in a fragrance, you need to be first of all, you need to know what you're doing, and also a very experienced person to do that. And people who put this together, they know what they're doing, because the iris in here is done very well. Again, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just bang in the middle, it's perfect. And the iris, giving it powderiness, giving it clinical, again, that medicinal feel. But then here is not a typical Dior Homme iris, which is a lipsticky. No, this is not a lipsticky, but the iris is very, very apparent. This, if you know what you're smelling, you'll notice it. So the iris is very big in here. Also, I get some white florals, which is not mentioned in here. Definitely something like orange blossom or lily of the valley. So in the mid it's quite floral, and the floral here giving it that softness, and it makes it balance with everything else, because everything else in here is quite a heavy hitter. Like the clove itself is quite spicy and warm. There is an incense aspect in here, giving it a little bit of that smoky feel. Overall is very, very well done. It smells very good, especially for a price under £30. That is very, very good. So the amber, yes, very, very deep amber, very resinous, very quite dark. Patchouli giving it that earthy feel, definitely big patchouli in here, giving it a little bit of chocolatey feel as well. So imagine chocolatey and iris. Again, it's not going towards Dior Homme family, although it is in the same category of fragrances at that one, but this one's darker and also woodier, and also a little bit woodiness to it. So the tobacco here giving it that again leafy feel. In here is a leafy tobacco. It's not a smoking tobacco, it's not sweet tobacco, it's not, it's a little bit of medicinal tobacco, but it is more like herbal tobacco than anything else. So leafy herbal tobacco in here as well, giving it another dimension of beautifulness. And also the sandalwood and the oud in the base, it makes it very, very woody. So this is very, very woody. So beautiful. It's just beauty in a bottle. This is up my alley. I'm a middle-aged man, I'm a Middle Eastern man. I love this kind of fragrances, so this is to me beauty in a bottle. I highly recommend it, but again, it's not for everybody. You need to know what you are buying. Again, unisex, but to some extent it means masculine because of those big hitters in here, the amber, the tobacco, the oud, the spices. Although the iris and the white florals in here giving it a little bit of softness, but they are not a huge player. They are secondary player, if you like. So overall, it's quite masculine, definitely on the mature side, 25 and up to be in the safe side, because again, this is very, very oriental, this is very Middle Eastern fragrance, although to some extent it reminds me of French perfumery. Yeah, it's like a mixture of Middle Eastern and French perfumery in here, because of that iris, because of the sort of floral in here. But when you smell it, you just it confuses you. You say, okay, is that a Middle Eastern or is it French? But to me, it's like from time to time it was like French, from time to time it was Middle Eastern. So it's a good fusion between the two in this one. It's done very well, and it's quite nicely. The performance quite good as well, and the presentation is no-brainer. Look at this, very, very thick cardboard. It's almost like a wood, is so thick and strong. The bottle itself is beautiful, the cap is heavy, the sprayer is very good, the juice itself is done very well. So what not to like, the only thing is not for everybody. Again, you need to know what you like. Overall, I highly recommend it if you like this kind of fragrances. For me, this is no-brainer for the price. This is a bargain to me. I absolutely adore it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Oh, beauty, beauty. I smell something like a dry fruit as well. Yeah, dry fruit like raisin or date, something like that. So you can tell where it's going. Very complex fragrance. Overall, yes, 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 I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend it, and for the price, sometimes I'm speechless to say, how do they do it for that price? Under £30, it smells much more expensive what I paid for it. But I'm very happy, because for us consumers, these things come along, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection. For you, you need to decide for yourself if it's worth it, if you can find it, because it's quite hard to find. But to me, this is yes, 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 perfection in a bottle. Very well done. I absolutely loved it. Okay guys, thank you very much. If you have it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. If you like what I do, if you find useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, you know what to do. Hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to make videos like this in future, to bring you absolute gems like this to your attention. If you like to purchase one of my own fragrances, I'm a perfumer myself. I make the perfume from the raw material to the perfume itself. Nobody else is involved. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. And they are the perfumes, they are out of this world. They are super artistic, ultra beast mode, amazing value for money, 100% natural, but you need to live in our kingdom, to purchase them. I leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.